Hello. So, little video today, we're going to look at planting up some seeds. So I know most of you have done this before, but I thought it'd be a nice little activity to get on with at home. So if you've got access to a bit of outside or even just a windowsill, this will be a good little activity. If you don't have any seeds at home, that's fine, because it looks like we're still able to just order things online. Also, I'm going to try and organise getting some sent out with maybe a few little plastic pots and that kind of stuff. So as long as you've got access to somewhere sunny, a pot, some seeds and some soil. So again, compost is best, but if you can go and just get some from outside, if you've got a bit of garden or somewhere you can just dig a bit up, that'll be fine. Right, so today we're going to look at planting these flaming French beans. Now I'm planting these, this is because of what I've got, but if you want to plant some herbs or some tomatoes, or basically there's all sorts of things we can plant at this time of year. Now is the time to be planting stuff. So it says on here, and this is what you'll do when you get your seeds, you'll have a look at what the instructions are and see when it says to be planting them. So it says on here, sow under glass, April. So if you're putting stuff on a windowsill indoors, great. And then plant outside, May. So we're going to get our seedlings started off indoors just to make sure that we get them to germinate, which means the seed to actually sort of come alive and the shoot come out of it. So what we'll do is we'll read the instructions on our packet and it should tell you where to do it. If you're going to do them in individual pots, which I suggest you do, if you've got herbs, you'll probably sprinkle a few more in, but think something like a French bean, you'll put one seed per pot. So the first thing we need to do is fill the pot up with some compost. Now I've got here a big bag of potting compost. If you were going to go and get some from outside, scoop it up, try and get any rocks out and any big bits like that, because you want quite a fine compost. So I'll try and show you in my hands here. So this is really nice rich compost that I bought in a bag, but if you have soil, it might be a good idea to just pick any of those big bits out, as I say. If you wanted to, in the bottom of your pot you could put a bit of gravel or some broken up ceramic pot, and that's just going to help with drainage and make sure it doesn't get all too waterlogged. So you'll fill your pot up with your compost. This has got all sorts of big twigs and things in it, so I'll try and take some of those out. As I say, you guys have probably all done this before, or a lot of you will have done, so you'll know that, because when we do this we normally sieve our compost. I'm not going to do that today because you probably won't have a compost sieve at home. If you do, brilliant. If you haven't, don't worry about it. So you're going to fill your pot up about 3/4 of the way. You can have a look there like that. Hope that's clear. Take your seeds, and as I say, these are French beans. So once these have germinated and are a decent size, we can plant these out in a raised bed or in the ground. But if you want to grow stuff, if you only got space for things in pots, then it might be a good idea to look at herbs and salads, that kind of stuff. So this is the bean seed. Hopefully it's a magic bean. And you're just going to pop it in the top there like that, and then just loosely cover it over with some compost. Now you don't want to pack it down too hard, because that means that when the shoot comes out it won't be able to pop up and grow. A little bit loose there on the top, and then instead of watering this with loads of water from a watering can, I suggest what you do, if you've got one, is use a spray bottle like this and just give it a spray on the top there, just so that it's nice and moist, because as I say, if it's too waterlogged, the seed could just rot before it gets a chance to grow. So you're going to do that, pop it on a windowsill, hopefully they'll pop up, and then when they do, I'll make another video and show you what to do with them when they get big enough to transfer. Nice one. Good luck, guys.